Be bold and love yourself. That was the message in Wolverhampton on Saturday as many gathered to take part in a fundraising walk to campaign against domestic violence. Haven is a charity that supports victims of domestic abuse, and with October being Domestic Violence Month, they launched the 1 Million Steps initiative, encouraging people of all kinds to walk through the streets in an attempt to help stomp it out.
It is such a taboo subject, and it's something that people still don't feel comfortable talking about. So events like this are great for us to be able to raise that awareness and really get the message out there, and get people to join us in raising that awareness and spreading that message as well that might not be involved normally in that kind of work. So yeah, it's a really important event for us.
The event was supported by the NHS and Wolves Community Trust, as well as Wolves Football Club, which was the starting location for the walk. Among those who participated were several people who had been affected by the issue and saw the event as a step towards rebuilding themselves.
It's made it better for myself to openly talk about the things that have happened to me as personal experience, but I know it can for others are totally different, and I know it can be hard for some people. They want to close up and they might not want to talk about it. It's a raising awareness, very close to my heart. Only myself is like last year, the attack on myself only happened last year, so it's very, I want to raise as much awareness and try and help support others as much as I possibly can in any way.
We need to spread awareness of abuse. I do a lot of work with it now, and the main thing I want to say is don't ask people why they stayed. Why did they stay? Well, it's a very complicated issue, but the more important thing is when they get the confidence to leave, where do they go? It's so important to have somewhere safe to go to when an abuser is trying to find you. I went to the Women's Economic Forum in India, and the start of my show, which went to Edinburgh Fringe, shows the aftermath of a rape and a sexual assault. So therefore there's a little bit of nudity. That got into the tabloids and I had to leave the country. I was chased out of the country in India. It's quite ironic because the show is Finding Your Voice, but it just shows that nationally and internationally, it's not just India, this actual domestic abuse issue, people want to silence us.
People of different ages and backgrounds came out for the walk. There was even room for dogs, but arguably the most significant was the mixture of both men and women. An estimated 80% of domestic attacks on men go unreported in the UK, something that those campaigning think needs to change.
I think it's for everybody to tackle. There's domestic abuse the other way as well that needs to be highlighted, and it's just not right either way, is it? So if everyone can get behind it, men, women, children, it's going to raise awareness of it and hopefully stamp it out.
I think it's important that obviously you take the lead essentially in stepping out, and like Dave says, it is both ways, but it is important that men do participate in these events as well.
Around 100 people in total turned out in force, and aside from all of the smiles and the enjoyment, Haven were keen to stress that the issue is very much still alive. But with more events like this, the hope to stomp out domestic violence is stepping in the right direction. Aaron Wiggins for Big News.